So what if I told you that there was a Samsung phone out there that could actually be better in some ways than the latest iPhones like the iPhone 14 Pros? Now this Samsung I'm going to talk about came out over 3 years ago in 2020, and it is still a very interesting phone that is actually still better in some ways than the iPhone 14 Pro. Now the 14 Pro is still getting software support. This one I'm talking about is kind of in that middle ground, but this is still a beautiful device that I still love talking about, and it's actually none other than the Samsung Galaxy S20. I kind of think that in some ways, this older Samsung Galaxy is actually better than some of the newest iPhones that have actually came out recently. Now, the biggest thing and the most important thing that's probably the most obvious is the display. The display of the Samsung Galaxy S20, I think, is overall better than the display on the iPhone 14 Pro. Samsung makes some of the best displays ever, and with a device like the Galaxy S20, this was such an amazing display, and Samsung just knocked it out of the park once again with this specific device. On the front of this phone, the screen sizes are kind of the same between the S20 and the iPhone 14 Pro, but the biggest thing here is actually with that dynamic island versus the hole punch display that we have on the Galaxy S20. It is a really big difference, and I love having that type of capability on the Samsung Galaxy S20 over something like the iPhone 14 Pro. It is such a good looking display, and that is something that I've always loved about the Samsung Galaxy S20. By far one of my most favorite things going on with that specific device right there. Now on top of that fingerprint sensor in the display, you're also getting a USB-C port that has Samsung DeX. Samsung DeX is like a desktop type experience that you can output to like a monitor or something. The iPhone 14 Pro doesn't have anything like that at all. So it's really cool that we had that type of feature on the Galaxy S20. On top of that, we have this triple camera setup on the back of the Galaxy S20 too. So that's another really awesome thing which matches in line with the iPhone 14 Pro. But some other key features the Galaxy S20 has, the iPhone 14 Pro does not have: reverse wireless charging. We have reverse wireless charging on the Galaxy S20, which is amazing. You can just go ahead and charge up the 14 Pro from your Galaxy S20, and that's a really cool thing. On top of that, you do have a microSD card slot on this phone. That is another awesome thing that we have. Being able to go ahead and just input a microSD card slot right there is amazing, and we have that within this device. We don't have it on the iPhone 14 Pro. We're also getting a 1440p display on the Galaxy S20, and we're getting 8K video that we can film in on the Galaxy S20. With the iPhone 14 Pro, we don't have that type of capability. So I do think overall, with something like the Galaxy S20, we are in a very, very interesting spot. This device just basically has it all, and it's so interesting to me that a phone like the S20 is at this caliber, and it can be better in some ways than like an iPhone 14 Pro. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.